Hello, everybody.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the second episode of Perfectly Normal Paranormal Communications. And it's Reggie Randall and myself, Greg Koss. And we're coming here tonight to go ahead and continue on where we started out last week with a lot of some mind boggling communication that was done and recorded and transferred by Mr. Reggie Randall. And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to start off uh, right now with a few videos that sort of surmise what we went ahead and we did last weekend. So if everybody that's going on there, take a look, see, and Reggie,
Hey,
go ahead
Greg.
and have at it.
The video from last week
Yeah.
is not complete.
Okay. Well, then go ahead and start with a few new videos. Or better yet, we can go ahead and we could start to go ahead and make a little better sense of what we're doing. Uh,
Okay.
some of the ways of looking at things is number one, for any sessions that we normally do involving spirit box communication, I always try to go ahead and start out with a prayer to St. Michael. And I will do that. St. Michael, the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast into hell Satan and all the evil spirits who wander through the world seeking the ruin of souls. Amen. And then we would go ahead and we would start talking about different things. We will have an ending little prayer that we created for this, and it's important for us to understand that everybody that's in the room is going to be responsible for the things that we end up doing live. So everybody has to have the same intention. I know that to some people, that's not the way of handling things. As far as we're concerned, we would like to go ahead and take it to that first step where if there's anybody on here that's just beginning with spirit communication or just beginning to use a spirit box and things like that to go ahead and communicate with spirit, these are the things that I myself and Reggie somewhat go ahead and carry as far as our protection and respect to the spirit. So when you go ahead and you talk about instances like that, you always go ahead and have the opportunity to go ahead and be respectful. And that's something that we deem necessary. Not only us, but the spirits too, because they don't want to be treated any differently than we are. So that is number one. Number two is, take your time, get your thoughts together, get a little sort of a outline as far as how you want to address the spirits and how you want to, what you want to tell them. If you keep it on the up and up, the one-on-one, and you're respectful, and you will probably set a precedent as far as going ahead and making communication possible. I know there's a lot of love in this room. There's a lot of love between Reggie and the spirits and myself and the spirits, but we were all in our own different way. So if I said to you that I always say love and light, and we're here to go ahead and communicate with you. If there's anybody here that would like to communicate with us, please do so now. And ask them their names. You can ask them all sorts of different questions. I know that Reggie's a little different in his approach. And why don't you go ahead and give everybody your approach on that, Reg?
When I approach to talk.
Yeah.
Oh, well, here at home, I just I set my intention on what I'm trying to do or who I'm trying to talk to.
Right.
And half of the day before I even do it, I'm talking to them, whether I'm at work or, and by the time I get to doing the session, they're all ready to go by the time I turn it on. And so
Sure.
it's
So
instant.
that, you see, there's a big difference there between you and me in respect where I have to have all my business set up before I start to communicate, where you communicate on a daily basis, just as I do normally with my guides. And
I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, one of the coolest things that happens to me is if I've always, my whole life, believed seeing is believing and hearing is believing. I'm skeptical in a lot of ways. And so I like them to talk to me directly, and they know that. And so I'd be going through the day, and I'd be like, when I get home tonight, I have a question for you. And it could be 4 hours gone by. When I get home, I turn that on, and within the fourth sweep, I'll hear, "What was your question?" Like right away, as soon as I turn it on. And I love it.
Reggie has a very, very great gift in respect to communicating with spirits. It takes it above and beyond anything that I've ever seen before, and it's at that point where it's just a pleasure and an honor to be around him and try to understand exactly some of the things that he does, and like just things that happens with him. And if you got a video that you want to play or two, why don't you go ahead and play a couple of videos so we can talk about that. The last half of the show tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing the live again in the room. So we would love everybody to go ahead and set their intention on everything we're doing tonight so that we have more positivity in the room, and spirit will be a lot more comfortable with everything we're trying to accomplish.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it does for your name, Jamie.
I want to take a moment to apologize. I had promised a video from the last one, and I totally misjudged how much time it would take me because we had so much talking, and so it's not complete. So I will be working on finishing that to show it next week, and I will have one prepared for this week's show. And I'm starting first thing in the morning on it. I'm not going to let time slip this time.
It's awesome. And that would be just for the people who weren't here last week. And it's something that, if you look at it just like on the beginning of a show on TV, sometimes they go ahead and give you an update of where it's at and what went on last week. And I think that that's pretty important here, except for the fact we have to look at 2 Reggies instead of 1.
Yeah, the other camera is a Connect cam, just in case. Just in case.
So when you look at that second Reggie, they're back there behind him is basically an SLS camera. You see, he didn't even have his finger up. So one of them's the real Reggie, and the other one isn't. You see.
Yeah. But now, last week, for those that were here last week, Wilma did play that piano. That's going to be on the recap, and a female feminine spirit came forward asking for Angela Boley to paint a picture. That is an absolute fact.
And then you had Augusta Klemp.
Well, you talking about my videos?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just talking about the ones that you were talking about reviewing
earlier
from last show. And you had the one with the
that wasn't from last show. That was just
wasn't?
videos. Uh-uh.
So I flunked that. I gave you the wrong answer.
I was wondering what you were doing.
Holy cow, man! We
I
just
said
started,
I
and I'm
said
making a
that
mistake already.
all these videos were moved over to this computer, and I was giving
Yes,
you the list of what I had on this computer
I
as
know.
options of playing.
I wanted to check if you were paying attention.
No. Well, here I'll tell you what. I'll show you a couple.
Go ahead and give them a couple to go ahead and chew on for a few minutes and
Yeah, Sharon, that's my twin over there.
Sam. And he's not even holding his finger up, Sharon. How's he
Uh-oh.
doing that?
That's my twin. And I want to say hello to Anthony and publicly wish him a happy birthday. It's been a couple days, but happy birthday, Anthony.
And while you're setting that video up, I'm going to go ahead and say hello to Justin Curtis, the Bridgewater Triangle Paranormal Investigators. And there was a question asked about what spirit box I'm using. I'll be using an Anacom S, and I will be using mine live as Reggie does the sessions with his live on his end. And he'll probably have an SB7, I believe. So, yeah. Bigfoot in the Bunny here. Hello, guys.
Mine's already on.
Linda Judd's here. Anthony again. Calebos. Jamie Lynn Keller. Sharon Moritz. Sharon, how are you tonight? And Anthony Calebos. So
I think Sharon called me good looking.
No, she wanted to know if you were twins.
Well, yeah, but there's another comment.
The Facebook user that comes on and just shows up as Facebook user, if you go to that main page for StreamYard, you can give them the okay to give them permission to use your name, and then you'll show up on the page. Linda Morrison says you are good looking. She must be talking to me. And Anthony says, just call me the Wraith Prince.
Oh, yeah. Now, I just wanted to mention after our show tonight, Anthony's going to be with Chris and Kristen on Dark Horse Paranormal.
There you go. That's what's best about having two co-hosts, because you always can remember the things that the other guy can't remember.
And you can't see him, Greg, but Chris is in the background here clicking on stuff.
He is.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding.
He's the one that's been putting all the comments up on our page.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's a ton of them then, probably.
Uh-oh, he just went like this. But so in light of that, what I just said, I wanted to share something with you. You guys we were talking about the abilities, and I brought up Dark Horse. And so I'm going to share this video. It was one that was actually done on Dark Horse Paranormal. They were talking to Elizabeth Borden. And what happened was, when he was asking her questions, he asked who did it. And she said my name. And then what I did was, I have security cameras. And so I took my security footage, and you can see me asking to have her say my name at precisely that moment. And I'm like 1,200 miles from Chris and Kristen. I'm going to go ahead and play that video. It's really pretty cool.
Great explanation, too.
Yes, sir. What was the house here until I given them? Nora, the house on 2nd Street in Fall River or Maplecroft?
We like to set the record straight. We come in love and light and mean you no harm. We are just curious.
can you tell us? I know you've been asked this a lot. But who did it?
Did they say the right?
Hey, honey. Can you have Miss Elizabeth say my name through the box so they can hear it? That'd be wonderful. Did you just say Reginald? There we go.
That was pretty amazing. Awesome. Kim
All
Horn's
right.
here too. Linda Morrison.
Oh, hi.
So from that video, what do we got next?
In the future, now eventually, because I'm stuck at work all the time, I'm going to run out of videos. So I'm going to kind of start the show as much as I can with video to kind of show a few things
Before we go
as we
live.
go along. Yep. And so my guides, I'm just going to show a short clip here, and this is kind of cool here. My guides do a lot of the talking, and this video here is it was an audio recording, and I added a video of my cat sleeping, and what happens is I ask how many there are with me, and Luther says, let me check. Madeline says 11. And then Luther again, speaking through his clear voice, says, and a cat. I call this 11 and a cat. And that's why I added my cat to it. How many are here with me now? 11. How many are here with me now? 11.
What is going on back there?
What?
Shooting?
I think that's a really cool sound.
What was that from?
I figured out.
What the heck was that?
No, if I take my video editor and go into some white noise, and
Yes.
especially if somebody's saying something, instead of slowing it down, keeping the same pitch, if I slow it down to about 10% of its speed, it comes out like that. And I thought that was the coolest sound ever. I was going to use it in some music eventually. But all right.
So now you have one
Now-
more. You do 3, and then we'll start with the live. And we'll take it where it takes us.
Some of you here, let me see here. Where's it at? Oh, I'm missing one. Oh,
Don't
there it
miss
is.
one.
This one here, I think a lot of you are really gonna appreciate. This, I consider, and I just played one with my cat in it. I'm gonna play this one too. This is an actual EVP, like an EVP caught with my security camera, and it kind of, in my eyes, proves that animals can hear spirit and see spirit. It is the most amazing thing ever because my cat totally responds to this spirit saying hello.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty clear. That
was
noise
that was pretty crazy.
that noise in the background, it was raining extremely hard outside. That's why it was
Wow.
so loud, like the background noise.
Amplified.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So where we're going right now, as far as the show's concerned, we did 3 videos. We're going to try to go ahead and keep up sort of keep them in a safe place and try to go ahead and do 3 at a time and try to get out as soon as we can to do some live videos and bring those on to special parts of them. And Reggie, why don't you give the setup over on your end again for the people that haven't been here before of what you have over on your side?
Well, you mean my setup?
Yes, just let them know what's there, and then we'll go ahead and we'll.
The one camera is a Connect cam. It's actually, I was unable to make the Connect camera itself work as a webcam with the Connect working. So that's actually a separate camera shining or aimed at a monitor. And what's cool is eventually, I'm going to show you because you guys will like this. Eventually, if you watch that camera, this one right here that I'm pointing at, eventually I'm going to have it to where I can switch back and forth to night vision and shut off the lights while we're doing a show. And you won't be able to see me here, but you'll be able to see me here. And I can just sit back in the chair. And the only problem is it's a Wi-Fi camera. And so my lips will be about a second slower than what you actually hear. That's the only
Okay.
thing about it. But all right, let me switch that back. Yeah, I'm trying to get everything I can possibly do hooked up in some way, shape, or form around here. I got SB7 ready to go. I have a DOS um, oh, what is it? DOS X. I forget the model. It's got a volume control on the top, and I've got everything is actually already on. And even though you can't hear this, they can. Um, they can hear it, whether you can hear it or not. And so they're all coming in right now. I decided to do this to kind of warm them up a bit. They're all listening to me. As I'm so sorry, I'm trying to set this where I had it again. Okay.
It's okay.
All right. So, hello, Carol, Linda
Carol's
Kruger, Linda
Scott.
Morrison, Scott Horn, Kimberly Horn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is there anybody here that would love to talk to us? This is like crossing over the physical in the respect that Reggie's up in Madison and I'm down south of the Wisconsin border. So are you on now, Reg?
Right, I'm listening to yours. Can somebody go visit Greg and say hello through his... Hello? You guys ready?
Ready, Freddie?
Eric, can you help me with something, please?
Reba is
Calling on my Star family. Miss Carol Garcia is wanting to know who's been knocking on her door. Can you share that with me? Can you go find out for me?
I'm going to shut this down and open. Really concentrate on yours, Reggie. That was probably confusing people.
I was listening to both. I got one ear out right here.
I could keep it going.
It's up to you.
Some people are going to have to key in on one or the other.
Oh, my singer.
I heard
There's
it.
the singer. All right. Sounded like the singer. Okay. So somebody's been knocking on Carol's door and walking around the first floor of her house. Can you tell me who that is?
What? What?
Uh-oh.
I'm doing a show, Michael.
You got trouble. It's okay, Gary. I thought I was getting a kick-ass EVP.
So did I.
Like, I hear Greg's name being yelled. I'm like, wait a minute.
I was just getting two voices in a row on that, too.
Yeah. I thought that was EVP is somebody.
And they
yelling
weren't the
Greg.
third one either.
Well, you guys realize that I'm going to be doing this every Thursday now.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday. I'll say between 6 and 8 Central, although I know time does not exist except for here on Earth. So, how many are with us right now?
Yeah, what? Well, that was
I'm going to
No,
turn
sure.
this down for a second, guys. Stay with me. I'm going to turn this down for a second. Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
If you're getting in any trouble there at home, you can turn yours off if you want to. I know what happens when Christy starts getting irritated.
We just missed another 3 words.
I could have swore I heard something come out of yours. That's part of the reason why I turned mine down. I thought they were answering my question.
They were. Really. Just
How
said
many are
really.
here with us right now? Answer through Greg. Please.
Another quiet. That was very good.
Oh. While we're experimenting with this a little bit.
Oh, I just said it again.
Is that 13?
Can you say it again, please?
Sounded like you said 13. I might try a couple things myself on this end.
Go ahead. You start. I'll shut this down. I'm going to shut down in 5.
I'm actually experimenting right now.
2.
This is going to be something fantastic when we get this all. I'm quite certain.
We'll turn that
And
one
I
back
thank
up a little
everybody
bit.
that's watching us right now. Hey, Matt, how are you
Matt's
doing?
up. Matt's here.
Matt Barron.
Yeah.
After the first couple of shows get going in that, there's going to be a steady groove, but first couple of shows are going to be a little unorthodox till we get a particular order to go in. And I'm not sure what their name is, Angela. You're still coming up as Facebook user.
Angela, that's you.
I'm not sure who it is yet.
That has to be Angela Bowley.
Yeah, that's Angela Bully. Definitely. So I'm going to show you guys for a second here. I'm going to put on another video that I think you guys will find interesting. This video here, it's just a simple. This was probably 2 years ago. I was experimenting with my abilities to see what I could do and who I could call, and and I managed to get a little lady that I know everybody here has heard of, and she says her name just as plain as you can imagine. Now, in this video, Prime says that's her spirit in the room. I've been explaining Prime over the last couple episodes or whatever that he sounds like Optimus Prime, and that's the reason why I call him that. Well, you may not hear him, but you may. And I made sure to repeat all these lines. Did you call me is her. I'm not wanting to give the name out until I start the video. And then Prime says that's her spirit in the room for a minute. Is said by either Andrea or Madeline. I can't tell because there's a lot of electronics within their voice. And then he's very nice is one of those two as well. And after she says her name, the one that says that's incredible is my guide Avius. This is a very like I said, it's like 2 years ago I made this, so I was in the beginning stages of trying to make videos, so it's not the greatest, but you'll definitely love this. Tell me what you think. Watch this video, Matt. That's Elizabeth Ann Short. Born July 29th, 1924. Disappeared on January 9th, 1947, and was found passed away January 15th, 1947, at the age of 22. Elizabeth Ann Short. Can you please come forward and talk to me a minute? Elizabeth Ann Short. Can you say your name for me?
Isabel?
Thank you, honey. Elizabeth Ann Short. That's Elizabeth. This is my guide Prime. It's either Madeline or Andrea.
Elizabeth Ann Short.
This Elizabeth Ann Short.
Can you say your name for me? Can you say your name for me?
Elizabeth? Elizabeth? Elizabeth?
Can you say your name for me?
Elizabeth?
Thank you, honey.
This is Avius.
See, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And when you talk about Prime now, and for people that are watching, to try to understand, now you're picking it up where what Reggie describes as being Optimus Prime, that pitch of that voice and the difference between Prime and the other one is very significant. Right? Reggie?
Oh, yeah.
That's the amazing part. And, to go ahead and put that together and then you hear Elizabeth, which has been a preoccupation of a lot of people in the United States since the crime was committed. And it still is. So it's amazing that it came true.
I actually asked I told them that I wanted to speak to the killer. And on my recording, they said that he's unavailable. He's on another planet. It's exactly what they said to me. They took him away. And so
Be shoveling coal.
he's doing something. It's probably on Mars with Hitler.
Oh boy. So if we have any questions in here, in the chat, please go ahead and post them. I know we've got a lot of great people in this room. It's great to have you on, Justin.
And again, go ahead.
And a lot of these other people that I haven't had the pleasure to meet yet. There's one down here, Journey Through the Gate, Paranormal Portal podcast. And this is the people that I'll be on their show Sunday night, I believe. I don't know what time. Again, I'll have to look. I got it on my calendar. But it's great to have you people on too. It's amazing that all these people are here. And Barbara Woodbury Spears says that is unbelievable. Matt Barron says great video. And this is dealing with spirit. I think that rivals the other way that we go ahead and work with, with the double Estes or the Estes method and communication through that. And I know that you have a great setup that you normally use. Oh, it's me, Cisco.
Yeah, Cisco.
Okay, Cisco. I am sorry.
All right.
I know. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's like a brain fart when you're doing one show and you're trying to think about things for another, and it's one of the things that happens with somebody like me, but I apologize. I know that of all the people that work ITC, and I had said it, I had mentioned it in the beginning when we went ahead and we did the first show of what had happened when you and I first met. And we were at a cemetery in Northern Illinois, and when you got out of the vehicle, you're ready to rock. Okay, you went over and you just started going ahead and walking the row of tombstones. And I was like going, wait a minute, what is he doing?
Yeah, I get out of the car with superhuman hearing.
and here he goes. And what's really amazing is how everything is tied together so that you've got the spirit box in your hand, you've got your recorder, and your recorder's on a splitter and it goes from your headphones and back to the spirit box. So it is something that if somebody was new and somebody wasn't really established in how they communicate with spirit, and they want to have everything right in their hands at the same time, and to be able to go out and work a cemetery like that, it's mind-boggling. And kudos to you, Reggie, because you went ahead and sort of set the pace for this. And it's great. And for Mr. Matt Barron too, don't forget, Craig, we have a show soon as well, LOL, and that's because Matt Barron's on Friday night on the Shadow Hour.
Yep.
At 8 p.m. Central. Thanks for reminding me, Matt. Like I said, it's hard to go ahead and juggle these things back and forth like this and be successful. But, that's the way it is. And I appreciate the information. And, when we get back to where we were at, a lot of the stuff that we did at that cemetery together, you had already played on some of the previous videos that we did on the first show. And that's when one of the bigger tombstones went ahead, and I believe he corrected you on the pronunciation of his name.
No, I was actually saying Riordan, and then he said Riordan, and I corrected you because you were saying Reardon.
Okay, because that's what that's the only way I ever knew the name was Reardon.
Yeah. But again, he might have said Riordan because he knew that's how I was saying it. You might actually be right. But he wanted to talk to me and make sure that I knew it was him, and so he said it the way I believe it's pronounced, And so, but no, I just I'm trying to get over these nerves I have as far as being on a live. And
you're doing just great. Don't worry about it.
I apologize. Pretty soon
I'll be no reason to apologize.
I'll be all energetic, ready to go, but what I want to do to some of these viewers, if you don't mind, and if when during my awakening, it was tremendous. There was everything from poltergeist activity to, just everything. And I recognized, now everybody on the planet technically is a starseed, but I recognized my starseed connection. I was seeing UFOs everywhere I went during my awakening. There was poltergeist activity. Every single place that I went out in public, I could hear my name out loud. My ITC abilities, okay, it extends beyond the SB7. They can talk to me through PA systems. I can hear voices at the PA system at work. When I'm walking through a Walmart, anything having to do with energy. It's kind of a I want to say a type of slider ability. And that's, sometimes you hear of people that go under a street light and it'll shut off as they're walking under it. Only I kind of have the opposite effect. I'm not turning stuff off. But I actually have MP4s of television series shows that I watch. And I would be watching it. And this was during my awakening when they're really like trying to get my attention. Out of nowhere, the screen started freezing up on me. And I'm thinking, okay, my computer's overheating. So I kept on shutting my computer down there for about a month or two. And then finally, one day, rather than shut it down, I brought up the same episode. And they were literally going into my MP4 and adding words to send me a message. They actually would change the words in an MP4. And you could see, I'd have to find it. I know one of them was the George Lopez show. I was watching it. And if I watch that MP4 to this day, it'll do a freeze up motion. And then you hear Madeline or Andrea say a word, like making fun of something said in the show. And it was, yeah, I just love these abilities. What I've been I don't look at them really as abilities. Although that's what they're called. I feel like I'm just gifted. At any given point, any one of your spirit guides, any one of your star family can say, "Oh man, forget this." That they'll still be around you, protecting you. But when it comes to abilities like this,
they love you, Reggie. They love you. Reggie.
You don't want to abuse it. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Our guides are magnificent.
So here's an example of energy that had to be used in order to get my attention. I went to my grandfather's cemetery. And this was about a year and a half ago. And it was so windy out that I couldn't hear the SB7. And I got a few words in, but my grandpa came forward. And when he did, he showed me by visual communication. He does it 3 times in a row. And it's very cool. I was so happy when I was going over the video that I caught that, because I didn't see it in real time. It was when I got home and was looking at the video I did. I think you guys are going to love this. I'm hoping. But this is visual communication. He's showing me who he is using his headstone. It's freaking awesome. And I love you, Grandpa. Love you with all my heart.
Grandpa Reggie.
His name's Walter Dykeman.
Can you please bring Walter C. Dykeman, my grandpa? heard you talk. Who's here with me? Can you use this device to tell me who's here with me right now? What's your name? What's your name? Use this device to tell me what your name is. Who's here with me right now? 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 Can you repeat that? Oh, hey, Grandpa. Hi. I love you.
Wow.
Could you guys see it all from your end?
Everybody probably saw what and heard what I heard, and the only thing that I couldn't hear was when he actually tapped the stone.
Oh, okay.
But, as far as the shadow was concerned going across, obviously it was a different color than the shadow you were giving off. So right there is that's the killer right there. That's how great it actually is on a capture. And then the last part with him talking, how close is he to you? And as far as distance is concerned, to where he's buried.
I'm from Galesburg, Illinois.
Okay, so he's down there.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And
I know
so,
that, even my dad is down in Palatine, and he is
okay.
the only one that I have down around here. My mom's on top of him, so she was cremated, and everybody says that's because she always wanted to stay on top of him.
Okay,
That's
and what I'm going to do, we're going to go live with it here in a few minutes, but I'm still kind of, I think our viewers are being kind of intrigued by.
Yeah, go ahead and give them one more. It's
I'm
only
giving them
7:08.
I'm given a better understanding of my abilities and what's happened with me, and so I'm showing different things. So,
Sure.
this here, now I'm going to tell you, I can't get enough of watching this one. This is everybody's heard me talk about my poltergeist activity at my old job. When during my awakening, this was the first thing that happened to me that it opened me up. Now, in a lot of cases, this is something that somebody would probably fear. A lot of people would hold fear. Me, I'm sitting there telling them how cool I think it is. I just wish I wish they'd quit breaking my stuff. And then they didn't break nothing anymore, but they did pull a number on me, and I'll show you what they did. I'll actually pause the video to show you. I'll point out something on the video so that you guys can see the second part to this, what I'm talking about when I describe it. And this is the light bulb box.
And I think we saw this like a day later or 2 days later, something like that.
I don't know.
You went ahead and you said, hey, you got to see this.
Yeah. And so, but there's an additional story behind it, which is really cool because there's another video that I'm working on, or I will be working on, that's
Cool.
totally mind blowing pertaining to this box. I'm a mechanic. I'm a pin setter mechanic for bowling alleys. I've got experience in every single machine. I'm in the process of becoming the head mechanic at an AMF center, and I've got like 20 years on Brunswick's. Well, this is one of the Brunswick bowling centers that I worked at. Now, I'm going to I don't know how loud this is going to be. Okay, it's not bad. I just paused it. This light bulb box that's in the picture, straight up above it, you'll see potted plants that's tucked in behind the wall, up right straight above that light bulb box.
Okay, point out the light bulb box to them, because you can only see the top, really. I can see the light bulbs.
Where that arrow is, that's the light bulb box.
That's the whole box. Oh, okay.
Yep. You see how it's against the wall and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you look up straight up above that box, there's potted plants, like artificial plants. Well, the pot that's directly above it, it's almost a foot long. That's how deep behind that wall is. And 6 months after this happened, I came in and found that plant laying on its side on top of that light bulb box.
Wow.
And I went up front and they're arguing with me. I'm like, you guys are just messing with me, right? Because, half of them would make fun of me about ghosts and the other half believed me. And, at that time. And it got to a point where I was irritating everybody I worked with because I just knew they were messing with me. Well, when no one was around, I got on the security footage, and when the lights were off, I saw that plant get lifted out of that wall onto that box, and that's 6 months after this happens. Okay, well, this was the very first thing that ever happened. This is before I ever owned an SB7 or even an EVP recorder. But this is what blossomed, took me out of my shell. And here we go. And I back up every camera in there. Or every angle. And I show the clock at every entrance to that back end.
That's in a big, big garbage can. You know?
Oh, that box?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a huge box.
I mean, the
And
plastic garbage can that's underneath it.
that's
With the handles on it?
that's actually the thing that's under the box is a retired set of bowling alley lockers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I
And
wonder maybe one of the bowling alley lockers belonged to somebody and they didn't like your light bulbs on top.
that might be.
Yeah,
But
so get those the heck out of there.
Yep.
Yeah, it would have taken a real lot of energy. It's
Oh,
hard
yeah.
to believe that anything like that would happen, but that's a great capture, to say the least. Yeah, holy moly is right.
Ah,
Yep. Cinco.
all right.
So now we're going to go ahead and go live, Reggie.
Okay.
Let's do it to it.
They're already here. Like I have this all set up.
Yeah, there is
I have-
quite a bit of energy around.
I have
right
to get
now.
up for just a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna
I'll be
leave
right,
your
I'll be
character
right back.
Oh, okay.
Chris,
Okay.
is Chris like? Can you hear me? If you I was just gonna say, if you come into the room, Chris, don't take my Connect Cam off or this other screen off, in case there's anybody that can see spirit go through. All right, thank you. Yeah, he's still
there.
backstage.
I don't even see where he is right now.
Yeah, he's backstage.
Mr. Chris Carr, Dark Horse Paranormal, Bigfoot and the Bunny. Awesome, awesome man. One of the I can't hear you. Your mic's off.
Yeah, it's
There
on
you are.
computer like in 5 different places. Sorry
How are
about
you tonight?
that. I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. Glad to see you.
Oh, great. Yeah, this is some awesome stuff. Looking forward to more. Show number
Yeah.
2. Yeah, it's great. Got
There's
your audience out
Kristen's
here.
down there.
Yes, she is. I just saw her.
Hi, Kristen.
She is not feeling well tonight. So it's
Oh,
just
really?
going to be me and Anthony on. But hey, Kirsten, what's going on? Yeah, she's not feeling good. So hopefully we don't have another bug going around the house. You know, we've had enough flus this year.
Yeah, you certainly have.
Yeah, we have. We've missed a lot of shows.
It's mind-boggling, and we're going back. We're going back to some of the earliest stuff that I have seen, and it's absolutely. I can remember when we were in a Psychics Unite group. We were in a meeting, and at the end of the meeting, he went ahead and he said, "Boy, you got to see this video I got." And I can remember what like it was yesterday, and the first time I saw it, I went, how could that be possible? There's like close to 15, 17 light bulbs that are like 4 feet long a piece in that box.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's bananas. I love it. I love it. But I'm going to disappear now that Reggie's back. I'll see you
Okay.
guys.
Good to see you. We'll see you later on.
All right.
Have a great show, Chris.
Thanks. Thanks, bud.
Hey, Chris.
So here we sit. Now we're live. Now, how do you want to start this off? He
Well,
takes a puff. He takes a puff.
he blows it out. All right. I'm just I don't have anybody prepared to call on, so
Let's just start it out.
we still got Cisco in the room and Carol Garcia and Barbara.
Yeah. Kristen is here. Did you mention Kristen? She came in when Chris came on.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. Oh, Josh.
Oh, I see.
Josh, if you go ahead and you go to StreamYard and just tell them, give them permission to go ahead and do it, and you'll be on. Your name will be on. That's all you got to do. Good to see you. That's for sure.
Oh, Anthony.
Joshua Dixon's another great guy. There's a lot of great people in the room with a lot of great knowledge, and I think that's really important. And Anthony's still here. And Kristen says hi, Reggie and Greg.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
All
I'm
right.
sorry to hear you're not feeling well, Kristen. Is Josh up now? I don't see him.
Okay.
You're all ready? Ready, Freddie?
Yeah, I think so.
Have at it.
All right.
We're going to use your box, so there's nothing going on my end.
Okay. Hi. All right, guys, I can hear you now. How many do I have with here with me?
Yeah,
Hi. I love you. I'm in your here with me. Hi.
I'm going to do it.
Can somebody come forward and say their name, please? Elizabeth. Elizabeth, are you here?
I need it.
I played the video today. You just call me an animal.
Whoop.
Whoop.
Whoop. Whoop.
I love you.
So,
All right. Hold on a minute here. I gotta look for something. You guys know who's up on this screen, right? She's been here before. I showed her video tonight. Elizabeth Ann Short, born July 29th, 1944. Disappeared January 9th, 1947. Are you here with me right now? Is Elizabeth here? I thought I heard her name. Elizabeth, if you're here, can you say your name for me?
the three rapid.
Can you tell me, Elizabeth, if you're here with me right now, what was the name of the last hotel that you were seen at?
Good.
Hey, Nikki.
Hi.
I heard hi too,
What's your line?
Josh. That sound like radio?
No.
Are you on reverse mode, Reggie?
Well, I'm on reverse, but it doesn't really matter which way you go.
Yeah. No.
I've always used reverse though. How many are here with me right now?
You did that?
I'm not sure Elizabeth's coming.
Either that.
Elizabeth? Is she on her way? Elizabeth Van Short?
I thought I heard that too, Josh. From a female. Did you hear her hi, Josh?
I'm not sure what I heard.
It was a
But I
female.
said these playbacks that I'm going to be working on for the next show.
Well, you'll find out for next week, Josh. That's for sure. So that's Joshua Dixon. That's responding. Facebook user. Linda Judd said just each first time. Just each first time with a new show. That's the one I was pointing out.
Now, listen, guys. I need you guys to pay attention, okay?
Watch it.
Okay.
Watch it.
Well, I need you to pay close attention. Every Thursday between 6 and 8, Earth time. Central. In the United States. Yeah, Central. That's right. Okay? I need you to bring the entire universe into this apartment.
It's not going to fit, Reggie.
They're going to fit. and Andrea and Madeline will have them all outside. I'm going to have a night vision camera outside.
And I'll be
So you can see the
coming
line.
through the window.
Oh,
Where you
yeah.
think they're,
Oh, yeah.
don't tell them not to let the cold air in.
Watch it.
Does that sound good to you guys? Every single Earth Thursday in Wisconsin between 6 and 8. Time doesn't exist in the universe, so I have to be specific. So you guys will be here every week, right? Anybody that needs help or just wants to talk? And you guys know what I've been doing. Nobody else does, but you guys do. Eventually, I'm just going to say this out loud, Greg, okay? Eventually, I'm gonna have occasionally. I'm gonna want victims to come forward. I follow or I work on solving unsolved murders and cold cases.
No.
And I know that there's a bunch of them around me right now. They're just not saying much because they know I'm not trying to solve the case. You're here?
Why don't you have one of them come up and say hi to everybody?
Hi. Hi. Can one of the spirits that are involved in one of the cold cases that I've been following or working on, can we have them come forward and say hello? Is Jason Vesper anywhere around? Can you bring Jason Vesper forward? You're Jason? Can you say your last name? Jason Vesper is a cold case from 2008. In Scottsdale, Nebraska.
That is so awesome to see your other picture like that, though. You got the camera on still behind you?
This one?
Yeah, this is.
Jason Vesper here? Jason K. Vesper.
You shouldn't have to put anything there, Jason. Just go to the page where you just give them permission to use your name. On StreamYard. Thank you, Linda.
I haven't forgotten about you, buddy. Things have gotten real busy. And it's very, very hard to prove your case. Very hard. I've been looking all over for that legal. I can't seem to find that original used legal that did this to you, you know. I love you, buddy. Love you with all my heart, Jason. Started to get emotional.
Take it easy. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, I cried. Just a little.
Okay.
He asked, he said it over the white noise.
My family.
Your family? Yeah, I know.
It would be your
Turn it
name.
down a second, guys. I'm gonna turn it down just a second. Okay? I'm gonna leave it on though, so you can stick around.
If you want, you go. Where's the?
Now,
Use this link.
that's one of the
What's YW?
You're welcome.
Anytime.
Why don't? Yeah.
We'll see you in a few, Anthony. You'll be on Bigfoot and the Bunny. So
Yeah.
have a great show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. In future episodes of our show, you're going to find that I get emotional once in a while. When I zone in, like on talking to them, I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it's like I'm not really here in this body. It's soul to soul.
You just have a bigger heart,
And
that's
it's
fine.
soul to soul. I talk to them from one soul to the other, and I can feel them, and like you have to be able, you have to feel that emotion in order to be able to connect in such a way. And I'm referring, I will say this, I'm referring to like victims of things. I don't, I'm at a loss for words now. I'm just starting to.
That's okay. That's perfectly fine because everybody's an individual like this, like what we said before. Nobody's the same. And we all have our own way of communicating. We all have our own way of going ahead and saying things to people or to spirit. Nobody went ahead and put a textbook out and said, how do you react to certain things?
Yeah.
Everybody's an individual, and that's what's great about this. And, you're a great example of spirits relating to you because you love them. And you say it all the time. I say it quite a bit myself, but I don't come across the same way you do, but I'm not you.
I'll tell you what, if you guys watch enough of my videos when I in the cemetery, the first time I went to St. Michael's, I was in there I had a video camera running for 26 minutes. That's it. 26 minutes. And I must have said I love you 150 times.
They like that. They like that, Reg.
Yeah.
They like that because nobody ever says that to them.
Well, it's the definition of unconditional love.
Exactly.
And so even those lower frequency energies, that some of these guys will think it's all evil and all this, or whatever. They're just wanting to communicate.
Right.
And if you are pure of heart, especially if they've crossed over, but they see your soul. They know how pure of heart you are. They know if you're pure of heart and literally want to connect with them and love them unconditionally and get to know them better. Or if you're just some guy standing there trying to catch a shadow. Or if you're just trying to just catch something, I'm not about that. I turn all that on, and it's made perfectly clear when I do. I talk to them about it so that I can review it. And then when I go home and I make my videos, I miss a lot, I find out. The next time I go back, I'll go back to that area of the cemetery and I'll say, last time I was here, somebody had said, whatever it was, and I heard you, and then I would pick up the conversation from there. And that's
the way it should be. You know what I
they
mean?
know. They know.
And they don't forget, Reg. They don't forget, which is an important part to put out there, because it's like everybody else that's in this room. And Linda Morrison is a great example of that, because she doesn't forget. I forget, but that's just because I have no real brain capacity, she'll say. But no, it is a way to connect to other energies. Correct, Linda. Thank you. And all these people in here are all the same. They're great.
This little 15-second clip says it all.
I love you.
Says it all.
If everyone was that way, we would be a much better world. Carol Garcia says. Thank you, Carol. Words of wisdom.
Joshua, we can see your name. Yep.
Hey, all right. You're here with us. Thanks for being here. It's been awesome having you here. It's an honor to have you on. That's for sure. We go way back.
I'm kind of looking to see if I got
Anne Marie Young's here.
Anything else I can show at the moment before we wrap things up.
I think we're pretty close to wrapping now. Jack Kilowatt's here.
Oh, cool.
It is stronger than most.
That's right. That's right,
I
Jack.
don't think so. What do you mean you don't think so? What was that about?
Who said that?
Lori.
I didn't see it.
And maybe she was referring to something else. Probably was.
Hey, just for a little
context.
Just for a little change of pace, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there, Greg. This is only we can wrap up the show here in just a few minutes, but what I thought I'd do, I've been dabbling in these, like learning how to do videos and make videos, and I do music stuff with my computer. I'm a guitarist, and I'm starting to learn how to do certain things. Well, I made a music video, and I took royalty-free clips.
Oh.
And I think I just want to
end it.
Well, that's okay, unless you want me to do something else.
No, you're just perfect. Have at it, my friend.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I just thought everybody kind of think this was cool. And thank you, Carol, Linda. Thank you.
All these great people. So
This
watch this, and then we will see you next week.
Yeah, this will probably end the show. I'm going to play this video that I made, and then I'll go right into our ending credits. We love you all with all of our heart.
Thank everybody for being here. It's been absolutely awesome.
I love you.
If anybody had any additional questions, post them down.
What was that?
Jeez Louise. What the?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
Right.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Fasten your seatbelts. This is a video I threw together on my computer.
I wonder if this is PG-13. That's your door call.
Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. You don't.
This next little lady is my favorite dancer in the whole thing. Check her out.
Yeah, we'll check
The
it
next
out.
one. The next one right here.
Reggie's got everybody boogieing.
You don't. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Let me break it down.
This video would never be complete without an astronaut.
Let me break it down.
Here comes the astronaut.
Let me break it down.
Okay, everybody. You guys all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here, and we thank you for participating with us.
We love
Freaking
you all
awesome.
with all of our heart.
Love and
you.
light.
Please come
We'll see
again.
you guys. kill it. Got to